Hello, wisdom seekers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon, and I'm a Reiki master and teacher. In this series of videos, I'm going to be describing the various ways in which you can use Reiki to support yourself, your loved ones, your friends, your pets, and even specific situations in your life. And in this video today, I'm going to be talking about one of the most common reasons that people decide to study Reiki. It was the reason that I specifically decided to take my Reiki training just from Reiki level 1 all the way to Reiki master and teacher. And that is providing Reiki for animals. You may already know Reiki and you're interested in exploring the various ways that you can use Reiki to widen your repertoire. In this video, I'll be talking about the many areas, the many opportunities in which you can provide Reiki to animals, techniques to do so, and the symbols that you can use to best treat pets and other animals in your life. If you don't know Reiki and you're curious about how you can use Reiki energy to support and comfort your pets, then watch on. If you're interested in learning Reiki after that, then I'll put a link in the description box that will direct you to my online Reiki courses. As I said, I decided I really wanted to delve deep into Reiki to help support my pets. At that time in my life, I owned many ferrets. Many ferrets. They are prone to cancer. I had some ferrets that were perfectly healthy. I had some that were experiencing symptoms, some post-surgery, some at end of life. And even though I was giving them their medications, taking them to the vet, making sure they were absolutely comfortable so they could recover, I wanted to do something more. I felt a little helpless, and using Reiki could allow me to give them extra energy to comfort them, reduce their pain, and help them recover from surgeries. I had already studied Reiki level 1 at that point, but I decided that I really wanted to delve deep. I found a teacher that took me through Reiki 1 again and all the way through Reiki master teacher so that I could support my pets in the best way that I could. Now, if you've never given Reiki to an animal before, animals tend to be really receptive to energy work, meditation, Reiki. They seem to really enjoy being in that environment. My cats will come and crawl up into my lap when I'm meditating or I'm doing distance Reiki. They do like to be in the room with me. One of my cats was crawling around the fireplace earlier, trying to get involved in this video because I'm talking about something that's really comfortable and attractive to them. So if you're wondering if you're going to startle your pet by giving them Reiki, that's not likely. They may feel, a little cautious at first if they're feeling something new, but they do tend to get comfortable with it pretty quickly. Now, that's in general. Of course, there are going to be some animals that just aren't comfortable with it. Of course they are. But I'm saying that in general, most animals are really attracted to energy work and Reiki healing. There are many opportunities in which you can give Reiki to animals depending on your interests, your profession, and what you'd like to focus on. The first, of course, is giving Reiki to your own pets. They could be ill, injured. Maybe you have a pet that is anxious or stressed out. If it's 4th of July, the fireworks are going off. You know your animals are going to get pretty tense. This is a great opportunity to give your animals Reiki. Maybe you lost another animal in your household and they lost their friend. They may be feeling some grief or depression. That's another wonderful opportunity to comfort them with Reiki. But even if they are not suffering from anything, providing Reiki to your pets is a wonderful way to connect with them, to share love and comfort and support, and really strengthen that bond between you and your pet. You could also decide to offer Reiki to animals professionally. There are many, many people that specialize in providing Reiki to animals. They book appointments with people and give Reiki to their animals or do distance Reiki professionally. That's all they do. They focus on animal clients, and that's a really viable career path if Reiki is what you want to do professionally. Another opportunity is pet shelters. If you'd still like to specialize in animal Reiki, but you don't necessarily want to do it professionally for money, you could volunteer at animal shelters and give those animals Reiki. Animals in the animal shelter tend to be lonely, uncomfortable, feeling displaced. It's a new environment with the different smells and lots of other animals there, and they're probably only there temporarily. Being able to give them Reiki, either to heal from what they suffered from out in the wild, or just to calm them down and help them feel safe, volunteering to give animals Reiki is incredibly fulfilling. Allows you an opportunity to volunteer, contribute to your community, and help ease the suffering of so many animals. If you work in an animal hospital, that's a wonderful opportunity to give animals Reiki, especially if they're ill, they're injured, they're scared. They also may not like the smells of the animal hospital. If you work there, it's a great opportunity to be able to give the animals some Reiki, help them calm down, feel less panicked, and start to recover from whatever reason that they're in the animal hospital in the first place. Then finally, we come to therapy animals. Horses, dogs, other animals are used to help people recover and move through their own therapeutic process. And it's wonderful to be able to give Reiki to those animals to help them recuperate from their support role, be able to rest and relax after their day of providing emotional support to people, and be ready energetically to start in again the next day. So as you can see, there are so many different ways, so many different situations and scenarios in which you can offer Reiki to animals. If you find yourself in any of those situations, then don't forget to use your Reiki skills to help those animals. Now we get to how do you give Reiki to animals? There are a couple scenarios, and you would probably handle these differently. If the animal is your own pet, then you know them best. You know if they like to be handled, if they like to be held, if they are nervous and they don't like to be touched. You know them best. You can give hands-on Reiki while your pet is snuggling in your lap, laying by you on the floor. I have a cat that likes to snuggle by my feet as I watch TV each night, so I send her Reiki through my feet. Yes, that's possible. It's not just through the hands. There are so many ways that you can transmit Reiki, and we'll touch on many of those just in this section alone. So if it's your pet, then you can place your hands directly on them if your animal is comfortable with that. Turn on that Reiki flow and send it to the pet as you stroke them, as you cuddle them, or as they're sleeping by your feet. Just send that Reiki energy to them. If your pet is not comfortable being touched, you can hover your hands near them or send them Reiki through your intention, your vision, your breath. All of those means are really viable ways in which to transmit the energy through you to your animal if they do not like to be handled. So that segues right into, how do you give Reiki to shy or nervous animals? You would do it from a distance. If you're giving Reiki to an animal that is not your pet, that you haven't encountered before, of course, they can be a little nervous and suspicious of you as a stranger. So you're going to want to sit near them for a couple of minutes. Let them acclimate to your scent, your energy, your presence there. You'll want to let them sniff your hand, not touching them, but just placing it near them so that they can really give you a good sniff and see if they can get comfortable with you. You can gently reach out to touch them and see if they seem open to the touch. If they are, then you can give hands-on Reiki. If they seem shy, if they shy away, they do not want you to touch them, then you can hover from a distance. It could be a couple of feet even, that you hover your hands, that you direct the energy towards them. Or you can intend, you can just send it from your heart to the animal, and then hopefully they start to feel more comfortable, a little bit more relaxed, but you don't have to touch the animals at all. All of these situations and these methods so far, they only require that you have the first Reiki level 1 attunement, nothing more. You turn on the Reiki flow, you send the Reiki out to the animals, you give them what they need. The animal is going to absorb whatever type of Reiki energy that they need. You don't have to make any decisions about it, but if you do want to use Reiki symbols and you've been attuned at Reiki level 2 or Reiki master, then you can choose to supplement your Reiki flow with Reiki symbols. If the pet is ill or injured, is in physical pain or discomfort, then Shoku-rei is the most appropriate symbol to help enhance the Reiki flow, to ease their physical pain and discomfort, to help them recover faster. Shoku-rei is a symbol that helps us on the physical realm. If you have a pet that is stressed, anxious, tense, afraid, is grieving or depressed, then the symbol Seihei-ki is the most appropriate one. It's a very soothing, calming symbol, works on the emotional realm. It will help the animal feel more calm, safe, and comforted. If you are not sure what the animal needs, but you feel that they're not doing well, you want to give them something, you could just turn on the Reiki flow. But you could also use the Reiki master symbol to amplify the Reiki energy, to support them in healing and recovery on a holistic level. The Reiki master symbol Daikomyo is incredibly supportive. So I hope that this was useful to you. If you already know Reiki, you wanted to know more about all of the ways that you can help animals with Reiki, there are so many opportunities, so many ways that you can do it, as we've learned today. If you haven't studied Reiki, you're curious about the many ways in which you can use it, healing animals, there are ample situations for you to be able to use your Reiki there. I mean, it's, like I said, it's one of the most common reasons why people decide to learn Reiki in the first place. As I mentioned, this will be a regular series, and if you would like to know more about how to use Reiki in a specific situation for a specific something like plants or food, protection, cleansing, for stress, anything whatsoever, if you'd like more details on how to use Reiki, then put them in the comment box below, because I'd really like to cover the topics and situations that you're most interested in. So I will film them in order of number of requests that I get from them. So thank you very much. Again, if you're interested in studying Reiki, check out the description box below to find a link to my online courses. Thank you, and I'll see you again during the next video.